fans, do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada, it's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments. Short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VBCPL, and I hope that every single one of you are having a wonderful evening. And in order to make this evening a bit more entertaining, we're gonna be bringing a huge match on the round of 32 of VBCPL. Well, before we get into the players and the teams, this tournament is powered by Range, and our partners are Blisstyle Electronics and Ravenclaws Eshop. I'm your host Chris, and joining me today is gonna be Notorious, and on your screen you can already see the map which will see the action is gonna be bind. And I didn't mention the team names yet, but now that is gonna be the shocking part, that is gonna be the entertaining part. We're gonna be having a matchup between Insurgent eSports and Regal eSports, and as I mentioned, joining me is gonna be Notorious. So hello Notorious, how are you doing?
Hello everyone, hope you guys are having a good time. Today, as we can see, we are going to be having an exciting match between Insurgent Esports and Regal Esports, with both teams being extremely strong and all the well-known players are in the lobby. Let's see how they take down this fight. Although the match has not started yet, seems like the players are having some difficulties joining into the lobby, so we shall be back when they are in.
Well, that is gonna be, they're definitely Notorious, but I'm really looking forward to this match because these teams alone are really absolute unit. And this is the round of 32 we're talking about, so we can actually expect the Titans fighting against Titans while making their way to the higher brackets. Yes, we have seen a lot of one-sided maps in the previous, brackets, or let's say stages. But this time around, I don't think that's going to be the applicable term anymore, because RG Esports and Insurgent Esports, well, trust me, they are not teams you can underestimate, because both of these teams had their screen times and they are really, really monstrous when they fight and when they wake up. Both of these teams have their own, star players, if I may say, because we do see Falcon from the side of RG, we see Solar, Devs, and Spectre joined up by Zodiac from Regal Esports side, and from the side of Insurgent, well, some of their players do not need any introduction at all. We have Zolo, Crazy, Shuvo, Vectron, and Rosa. The last player has not quite joined yet because of some technical difficulties, but most likely we'll be seeing another star player. Must admit, both of these teams are full with star players, and when they are in the game, we see a lot of actions happening. Usually, these players do not disappoint when it comes to deliver. So,
well, unfortunately, the player has not joined yet, so we will be waiting on them. I mean, I must say, this is going to be an exciting match, and I can't wait to see them in action. What do you have to say about that, Christo?
Well, definitely we are kind of in a rush hour that we want to see them in action as fast as we can. But as the players are taking the time, we will just have to delay it a bit. But there is one thing, as far as I'm concerned, these players have been playing another tournament on the same day, so they just might have the tiredness, they just might have the lackluster of energy when it comes to performing, but they just might outplay it, because at this situation it's gonna be rolling a dice when it comes to deciding a winner of this matchup, because yes, I have no idea how and which team is gonna have the crown to move up for the upper brackets, but yeah, it's all gonna be a bit more of a question mark from our end, but we're really looking forward for some experienced plays, and definitely we're looking forward to be impressed. But seems like the players are having some time, so ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be seeing exactly what happens. Stay tuned and we'll be bringing you the game as fast as we can.
Esports fans, do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada, it's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple, and all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments. Short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range. How's it going, esports fans? Do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada, it's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple, and all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments. Short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range. How's it going, esports fans? Do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada, it's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments. Short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range.
Alright gentlemen, we're gonna be right back after the break. Sorry for the delay, but at least we are gonna be back online and we're gonna be starting off with the game. On the right hand side you can see Insurgent eSports, and on my left hand side you can see Regal eSports. Well, there is the agent selections coming in. Take it away.
We can see the agent selections being played. I thought both teams would be playing Astra, but it seems like Insurgent Esports would be the team that is going to be playing Astra, while on the other side, Zodiac will be picking the Omen for the controller. We can see both teams picking the Reyna for the fragging, and Rosa picks up the Raze, while on the other side, Spectre has not yet picked who will probably be going Jet. And yes, he does confirm the Jet pick, and both teams are having an initiator, but the difference being one team having Sky while the other team having Sova. And that is basically it, except for the fact that one team is picking the Killjoy while the other team having the Cypher. Interesting lineup, must say. Both seem to be having the same, basically same agent pick, same role picks, but different agents. Let's see how they execute as we move into the round.
Well, definitely it is gonna be a heck of a matchup, and we do see the agent compositions coming down, which has a lot of variety to say the least, but must admit that the players alone are showing off how much flexible they are when it comes to their actions and when it comes to their, skill gaps. This time around, you did mention that we have a Sova instead of we have the Sky instead of the Sova, because these players know exactly what they're doing, and Shuvo going for that Sky, I understand he wants to play it aggressively, and that is why Sky can be a definite good choice to say the least, because we do see breaches being popped out on the map of Split, but usually we want to make sure that you are going for the flashes and you do get the confirmation that yes, I have flashed my opponents. That at that situation, Sky can be a very, very strong unit to be recognized with. But this time around we do see the Trailblazer coming down, and it will not get too much of an information. Falcon is also gonna deploy the recon ball just in case if he finds any scans, but for the time being all of the players are gonna be playing it very, very slowly. Do note, ladies and gentlemen, this is just the first round and that is a pistol round, so we might see some kind of a late executions because players will have an equal amount of manpower and arsenal advantage when it comes to taking the fights head on. This time around, the players of Insurgent are not giving away too much information to the defenders, because they know if they give away too much of a bold push, the defenders are not going to be taking too long when it comes to rotation, and they're just burning as much as time as they can. But the attackers will go for an execution finally. They will get tagged either way because of the Cypher camera, and he will be hiding inside of the cage, but he will make it out, and he will meet the player inside of U-Haul, but none of the casualties are going to be happening, even though Spectre is going to pick up 1 kill onto Vectron, followed up by Rosa, which was a trade-off on the side of Depth, and now it's going to be a 4v4 situation. Spectre is going to pick up his second, Solo KC is going to pick up his first, and it's going to be a 3v3 retake situation. Spectre goes for the U-Haul, and he might have hurt Rosa, and yes, Rosa hurt him as well. Rosa will find one, but he will not find the second. There's the refrag coming in once again, and now it's all up to Solar. Solar tried his best, but he will not find the success, and that is how we're going to be seeing the first round going in favor of Team Insurgent Esports.
I mean, I must say that was a slow round at first. I mean, taking their time trying to find an opening, and they did find the opening and then pushed in and took that execution, and they did it well. I mean, there was a good fight between them, but one team had to take a round, and it was Insurgent Esports, the attacking team. This time around, we can see some Spectre buys coming out from the attacking team Insurgent Esports, and Vectron will be pushing in very fast into A short with the Reyna Lear and already pushes in. Rosa takes the first kill, takes the second, is about to meet the third but does not take it as Devs takes him out and takes down the second player. Vectron there takes down Devs. It's a 2v3 situation, down to a 1v3 favoring the attackers. So it's just Solar left. He gets spotted and is taken out by Accuracy. Wow, that was aggressive Insurgent Esports.
Well, we do see Insurgent Esports bringing an absolute insurgency here, and they did force the players of RG or Regal Esports to go for Nico, so they knew exactly how much of a back foot RG had and they used it successfully. But do note, this time around we will be seeing RG Esports going for the full buy, because usually when you have lost the pistol round, it's safe to go for a Nico because there's a high possibility that you will be losing that round anyway, and if you go for a force buy, usually it just might be fatal because you might not be able to buy good guns on the upcoming rounds. So if you put a huge investment on that round, it's gonna be a lose-lose situation, especially for you. But now, as they are going for the full buy here, they will find success. That Divs is gonna find the initial kill onto Rosa. Shufo is trying to get the refrag here, but will not find the success yet. The smokes are gonna be in play, but the spike will not gonna go down. Zodiac is gonna find a kill onto Vectron, which is gonna burn a lot of time on the attacker side because they just cannot go for that execution. They have burned enough time and they will have to go for rotation, but looks like it was a fake rotation after all, as they will move into a Spectre is gonna pick up one more as Zolo Crazy will fall. Shubho and the Killjoy, or should I say Accuracy, is gonna make his way to A, and I think the defenders have not predicted that because aside Solar, I don't see any living being inside, as the Jet will be rendezvousing with them and the spike will be going in, and there is these splashes coming down. Shubho is gonna find a kill onto Solar, which was pretty impressive because they needed to make sure that the site is clear in order to go for the plant. Spectre is gonna be hiding behind the radiant boxes, and now spike will make its way, but still no plant is not going down yet. Eventually the Sky will be sitting for it, but Accuracy is trying to make sure the vicinity is clear, and looks like they might be on the clutch. They will take the TP, and Falcon is gonna be on the run. He will have to make a pretty huge run to make sure the plant is not gonna be going down, but still I think the players of Insurgent just might be able to make it happen, as they will go for a fake, but actually it was not a fake. They were actually moving the spike so that they can defend it from a precisely longer angle, and we do see the Seekers coming down from Shuho, and he will find the information on the Falcon as he did pull the trigger, and now it's all up to Falcon. He does have a good gun, but do note Accuracy has also recovered one. Falcon's gonna be going for the recon ball for the informations, but there's no time to go for that retake, and he will have to take haste and he will have to make it fast. Accuracy from Hookah is gonna pick him off, and that's how we're gonna be seeing Team Insurgent taking the third round.
Wow, what a round. I must say, last round still got my head spinning. I mean, the positioning and the players left on screen made me think that it was Regal Esports round this time, but seems like the attacking team flipped it around, took that coin, and got another win to their side. I mean, that was good. That was really good. This time around, the defending team, Regal Esports, have to go for an eco as they do not have the economic advantage anymore. So let's see how the round is going to play out. Seems like Devs already took a kill. Rosa and Zolo take down more as they split into the two sides. Seems like they would be pushing in through the bathroom area onto A side, as Rosa already flies into side with his raise. Seems like the defenders have not met them yet, but gunfights are about to go down. Solar giving away his position with the gun, takes some damage, but is still alive. Meets a player and Zolo takes him down. Zolo takes down another, and Rosa meets Solar and takes him down.
Well, must admit that Insurgent is going for very fast executions, and the previous round was an eco round for RG, so they just can take that damage, but they cannot wait too long, because if they do that, that can be fatal for them. But yeah, still, they have somewhat of a beating zone, because 4-0 is not the end of the world, to say the least, and they can still have a lot of chances when it comes to bringing this round back and to turn the tables around. But this is the more or less the full buy round for both of these sides, so I'm really looking forward to this side, because I did see Regal eSports taking initial kills on their buy rounds, but they need to hold on to the manpower, because if they don't, they will not have any advantage, and they will have to make sure that they are using their arsenal to their advantage. But it's not happening yet. We will see the Trailblazer coming down, which will contest the Jet, but still no casualties are going to be coming down. There is a Showstopper coming in. Rosa is going to spot out the Omen, but he will miss that. Spectre is going to make sure he uses the base successfully. He will pick up one and followed up by Zodiac, and there's Zolo Crazy finds one, but there is no manpower for the side of the attackers. It was all up to Shuvo, but he will not survive. Even with the detainment, we will be seeing RG able to take one round in their favor. Finally, we see some, elements of life being brought from the side of Regal Esports. Looks like they are not out of the fight yet. Well, I did mention they're definitely not out of the game yet, because this is the round of 34, ladies and gentlemen, and they are making sure that they won't be taken lightly by Team Insurgents, or Insurgent Esports, if I may say.
Last round being equal in terms of economy and guns and arsenal and all. I mean, this was a fair fight between them, and this time Regal Esports was the one who took that round. Seems like another round that we can see the A push coming out from Insurgent Esports. Already some damage is being taken. Solar takes down Rosa. The world has been divided by Astra. Some players have been spotted by Cypher. Seems like this is a weird situation that we see. Oh, Falcon there takes down the player with his Sova bows. Oh no, Zolo crazy with his positioning, but gets traded out by Zodiac and takes another. Defenders are now on a roll, taking some rounds one after another. Let's see how they proceed.
Well, there's one thing I do want to mention from Insurgent side, that they use the Cosmic Division in order to execute the objective A, but if you are going for such an early wow, you are literally giving away the confirmation that yes, we are going for that objective alone. Yes, even though the Cosmic Divide has a pretty gigantic range, but still, if you kind of overextend that, if you give away too much information, your opponents will adapt, and that is something you love to call predictable play. And must admit that Insurgent went for a very, very predictable play, and RG read them like an open book. And I think this time around Insurgent will try to be a bit more unpredictable. They will try to bring something out of the hats, but still it is going to be a challenge, because RG Esports are going to try their best to make sure they have every odds in their favor. But looks like that was not a part of their plan, as Shuvo is going to pick off the first play. That is a Jet off the board and a very important duelist. Even though there is some more utilities they can work with, 4v5 is not the end of the world, but they will have to be a bit more vigilant. We do see 4 players stacking up on the side of B, aside Zolo being the Astra lurking around A. Well, I think somehow the players of RG are having a miscommunication, because they are making a rotation despite of having no absolute information. But I think this is how the players of Insurgent are going to play, because I presume the stars were placed by Zolo so that he can put some base, and there is some stars actually, as I mentioned. Yes, the stars are going to be in play from Zolo, but Falcon is going to be hiding inside of Elbow, but he will be picked up by Shuba, and Rosa is going to take the entry with the satchels, and the spike is going to make its way to the objective. Zolo is going to use his stars so successfully that the players have been bamboozled and the spike has gone down, and now it's going to be a post-1 situation. 3v5 is going to be slightly difficult for the side of RG, but still doable. Rosa is going to be going for very aggressive plays, because he is literally going inside the smoke, and Zodiac is going to be trying to go for the paranoia. He's going to try to block off the angles, but the players of Insurgent are picking up the kills one by one. It's all up to Zodiac. Zodiac finds one, which will deny the flawless round, but not enough. There were 4 more players to find, and he will not find any one of them. 2-5, and we're going to be seeing Insurgent Esports back on track.
Unlike the previous rounds, this was one of those rounds that you can see being heavily strategic, and the players not just pushing into side, but making the enemies confused into where they are pushing, and that worked perfectly for the attacking team. Insurgent Esports, I mean, the previous rounds, they were just pushing in aggressively and they were just able to take the fights and take the round. But this time around, they confused the enemy team and they were successful at doing that. Seems like I'm predicting this will be a similar round. Hopefully, if the defending team picks on the fact that what they are trying to do, they might be able to be better off. But let's see how they are pushing in. Anyways, we see some players stacking out outside A short. Zolo Crazy connecting the shots onto Spectre. He gets fragged out once again, just like last round. The first player being down off the board. Some information is still present at outside B.
Right there.
As we can see, Sova still playing on the elbow area. No pushes in yet. They will be taking their time and playing it slow. Let's see how they decide to push in. Shuvho outside bathroom area with his ultimate, seeking out the players. This would be an advantage for them, and the pushes are coming in. The positions have been known, and Rosa takes down Devs there. Solar still waiting
30
onto the
seconds
bathroom, waiting for the push. Just swat him out,
Spike
but
planted.
is not able to take him. Spike is planted. It's a 4v3 situation, still a lot of game to be played. We can see a flash going out. Zolo Crazy already takes down Solar. 2v3 situation.
Oh my god.
Down to 1. What is going on? I could not read the board. That was fast. Insurgent Esports, calm down, people.
Well,
Wow.
well. What an execution coming down from the side of Insurgent. Well, they knew exactly how the defensive lineup of RG is gonna be, and they have found success just like that. And I'm pretty sure that's definitely not the last time they'll be doing that, because look at the execution, look at the team composition. They have covered every single possible angle. If you try to go for a retake, they have the possible retake angles cut off as well. And that is actually a show of that how experienced Insurgent Esports are, because yes, some of them are ex-Elite players, and you know, ex-Elite has been a very dominant team in our region for a very long time, and they are making sure that they are living up to their previous performance. And this time around, we will be seeing a rush coming down from the side of Insurgent, and we will be seeing two players popping out, and the fight going down as well. Vectron here is going to be looking for more. He will pick up one and two. Spectre is going to find one with the Blade Storm, but can he find more? He does spot out Zoza, and he will find the kill with that classic, but he will not find any more, as Zolo Crazy is going to be cutting off the rotation onto U-Hall, and that is how we're going to be seeing a very fast execution being brought by Insurgent Esports. 2-7 the scoreline. RG Esports is still on their back foot, but still they can make it happen, as they are going for a full buy here.
Insurgent Esports probably read the fact that the opponents do not have the economy right now, and they just pushed in aggressively and took the round. They did not care what was going on left, right. They just pushed in, took the side, took the players down, and took the round. Let's see how this round goes out, as Spectre, as we can see, is going to be playing that operator this time around, and he will be holding down onto A shot. Connect one shot. That was a clean second. Oh, but the third does not go for his luck. The players of the attacking team are already into side. Defenders already know what they are doing, but the spiker seems to be pushing out, and this is, I would say, a good play by them. Already a defender is playing outside B though, but let's see if... Oh, it seems like that was a fake rotation, and the defending team has probably read that. The Cosmic Division goes down, and they are probably going to be pushing into side. The Hunter's Fury is going down, tags one player, Excuracy. The Showstopper is out, no player spotted yet, but let's see, with the small time being left, no, seems like no player has been spotted or taken out by the Showstopper. With the plan being down, a 3v3 situation, let's see how this round is taken. Oh, the players are so close. Rosa takes down 1 and 2 players. Falcon takes the trade down to a 1v2 situation. A difficult situation, mind you. He gets spotted. Information is known with 2 players hunting him down. Zolo finally takes down Falcon and securing another round.
Well, we do see especially from the side of Rosa. What was that flick onto the Reyna? My, oh my, these players are absolutely, one-man armies when it comes to taking the fights. But do note, ladies and gentlemen, we have run into a technical difficulty. We'll be right back after a short while, so we're gonna be right back. Stay tuned. It is gonna be a game pause.
Um,
So we're gonna be right back after the technical difficulty, ladies and gentlemen. Extremely sorry for the issues because yeah, there is pluses and minuses, but still we are back in the game, and it is 8-2 scoreline in favor of Insurgent Esports, and looks like Insurgent Esports are not gonna be stopping. Oh my god, not stopping is okay, but checking the corners are important. Victron, he is gonna fall in the hands of Spectre as he were way too aggressive. Usually that is a cubby area which usually has a lot of traffic, but unfortunately he is not gonna be taking that and he will fall. But now we do see the players of Insurgent Esports going for a very aggressive execution onto the objective B, and I do see the Raze taking control of the boxes already, and there's a lineup coming down, and Revs will find one kill, but there's a refrag coming down as well. It's gonna be a 3v3 situation, even though the players of Insurgent Esports are extremely low. There's a paranoia coming down from the Omen, and the spike will go down, but no aggressions yet. But I must admit, in this situation, Regal Esports has the upper hand when it comes to HP, because they can take the gunfights head on, because they have a high chance of winning that, but still a retake. So the players of Insurgent are gonna try their best to burn as much as time as they possibly can. There's the orbital well coming down, which will suck the players in. Rosa's gonna pick up 3 kills. It's all up to Falcon inside of the elbow area, and this is gonna be very challenging for him. He can get 2 kills onto the Killjoy and to the Astra, and he will find the first one, and now he's looking for more, and he will see Rosa, but Rosa will see him as well. Rosa will pick up his 4k right there, and that's how we're gonna be seeing the streak of Insurgent Esports going further and further. 9-2 being the score line, and we're gonna be hitting the last round before the swap.
Coming back into another round, let's see how this round is taken by the defending team Regal Esports, as they do not have the economy advantage anymore. They will be having to play Spectres and full shields, and this will be their last round, so they cannot save, or can I say, they do not have the capacity to save at this moment. They would have to go for whatever they have and make their best out of it. With the 7-round advantage, Insurgent Esports, let's see if they can keep the track on moving on to the other side as we keep on playing and progressing into the match. Seems like an aggressive push onto B side by Insurgent Esports, and there goes the Killjoy lockdown. No fights yet, despite of the lockdown being present, and fight has not been taken yet. But blast packing into sight, Rosa spots one player, takes him down, spots another, but oh, he is also okay. What that was hard to read. What is happening? It's already down to a 2v4 situation. finally down to a 1v3. It's just Zodiac left. Connects one player.
Oh!
Connects two. On a roll. Does he know his position? No! Zolo Crazy was the one who comes out on top. Had his back down to Zolo Zodiac,
Switching
man.
sides.
That was just sheer luck, or I don't know what to call it.
That
Anyways, moving
is-
on.
That
With an-
yeah, you finish it.
With an 8-round advantage moving onto the defending side, Insurgent Esports. Onto you.
Well, that was so unfortunate for Zodiac that he was so close to make that 23 HP clutch happen, but he just did not know the information on Zolo as he was coming from the laboratory side or CT side as they say. But really unfortunate that they were so close to take some rounds but just did not find the success. Well, I did expect this match to be a bit more balanced, but we're still having a one-sided match. But I understand because RG Esports are really having some communication gaps because you do see Notorious that they have lost a lot of their buy rounds. Yes, their initial kills were really remarkable. They were really tremendous, but it was not okay, Rosa. Don't worry, we didn't see that. We didn't see that. But trust me, everybody saw that. But as I was saying, they just did not take the initial or wanted buy rounds. If they took the buy round, it would have been a chance for them, but now this is the second pistol round we're at, and must admit they are on a very bad disadvantage because their opponents has cracked the double digits. 10-2 is a huge split. I'm gonna be honest, this match has not gone to a point of no return, but it's not too far away from going there. Veteran's gonna spot out Zodiac, however, and now this time we do see the players of RG playing it very slowly because they know if they over exaggerated, the players of RG will react. I mean, the players of excuse me right there, Insurgent will react fast as well because they have the experience to play in these stages so many times. But we do see the spike being delivered to B, so I think the players of RG are trying to bait out the players to A so that they can flush out the players of B so they can potentially go for a execution onto there as well. But Shuvo is gonna get the initial kill onto RG Spectre, so that is gonna be a problematic situation for the side of, you know, RG actually. So Veteran will allow the players to go in, but he had the trigger discipline but will not find the success. Zodiac is gonna pick him off. Zolo Crazy is gonna be inside of the mid and he will get a kill. But looks like we do see a back and forth kills coming down either way. It's gonna be a 2v2 situation for retake for the players of Insurgent. Xcuracy is gonna be going from the hook area and he will find the kill. Shuvo's gonna find the kill as well, and now we're gonna be seeing the spike being defused. Well, unfortunate once again. The execution was really impressive from the side of RG, but just was not successful to say the least. 11-2 is the scoreline, ladies and gentlemen, and we are really getting to a point of no return, which is gonna be favoring Insurgent Esports heavily in this matchup. 11-2 is definitely a tall task to fill in, but we are really gonna be optimistic for the side of RG. Let's see what happens.
The previous round being the pistol round, it was very crucial for Regal Esports to perfectly executed, and right now as we can already see, they will have to force buy as they do not have any rounds left so that they can backtrack back and take a few more rounds. They just cannot afford to do that. They have to go for the first buys. With the other side also having Spectres and full shields, let's see how this time around goes. I mean, Regal Esports, they were almost about to take the round but just couldn't at the very last second. The post-ban situation did not go in their favor. Let's see if this round, if they have their luck on favor. Xcuracy takes one more player with his Killjoy nade. Oh, the blind goes down. It's just Zodiac left. He will be having to fight all of the players on. Seems like I was too late to speak. Zolo Crazy already took the kill. This is now a match point for Insurgent Esports. A very difficult situation for Regal Esports.
That is definitely gonna be very challenging for the side of RG Esports to go for a comeback now because it's match point we're sitting on, and I believe the match itself has gone to a point of no return at this situation because yeah, it's still possible for them to bring it back, but there is a huge gap. They don't have the economy because they did force buy. Well, they didn't have any choices. They had to force buy. There were no options, because when you lose a pistol round with such a large margin, you have to take everything you have. Otherwise, you're allowing your team to get, focused on with the match point situation, and which just happened. We do see RG taking 2 kills on the side of Hookah. That can be the bright side of life, but they will have to find more, because the players of Insurgent eSports are not going to be letting the objective wheel go that easily. And we do see Shugo playing inside of Elbow. He will be flashing some plays, but he's also going to be concussed, and he is also going to be paranoid actually, and he will be taken out by Solar. It's going to be Excuracy in a 1v4 situation, and he will make it a 1v3, and he is going to be going for the clutch. But oh wait, I think he just might not go for that either, but he does have 7 HP to work with, so that is going to be very fatal, or he can try to save that gun. But do note, ladies and gentlemen, saving that SMG is really not going to be a worthwhile decision. If he gets a kill or 2, that is going to be banging some, bring some destruction to the economy of their opponents, and that can be slightly brighter when it comes to taking a choice. So, as it is a 3v1 and I see Excuracy playing it passively, I must admit, RG Esports did a very well execution when it comes to keeping themselves alive on their enemy's match point. So that is good. Excuracy is gonna try to make a run, but he will not find success, as Falcon is gonna be cutting off the rotation to the portal, and that's how 3-12 is gonna be the scoreline. We're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. RG Esports are gonna be keeping themselves alive, and let's see if they can make a comeback. 9 rounds are really a tall task, but as I mentioned previously, and as you guys know, I believe in miracles. Let's see if miracle happens or not.
Looking at the economy right now, Regal Esports is in a better situation, as they can afford to buy a few Phantoms and Vandals, while on the other side, Insurgent Esports will be having to play the save and have to play with more budget-friendly weapons. Let's see if Insurgent Esports can take this round, or if it's Regal better off with the better weapons, and they will be able to take down the next rounds, as they will have better economy. But let's see how the round plays out. One gunfight already takes place outside, not outside, inside bathroom, with Spectre coming out, taking the kill onto Excuracy. The attacking team Regal already inside, taking Plant. Shuvo down to 20 HP and is taken down. Plant is going down at A side. Rosa is flying on into side. It's just him left with 5 players on the other side, and a flawless round goes for Regal Esports.
Well, Regal Esports did a very marvelous execution right there, Notorious, and I believe they knew that their opponents are going to be on an eco, and they took every possible advantage out of that, and they are really pushing it further and further to push it to overtime, but still it's going to be a hard task. For the side of Insurgent, yes, they can take the damage because it was an eco, but they have not been able to deny the spike, so that is going to be a problematic situation for them, because especially when you're on attack and if you're on eco, you rush in and you just go for a spike plan, because it gives you a somewhat of an economy boost. But for the defensive side, as it was a flawless, they will have to take some damage, but they will be allowed to go for a full buy here, so which can be a bright side of life for them, and they just might be able to close it up here. But they will have to be very, very cautious, because if they are not playing it by the books, they will have the casualty here. Vectron will try to get a kill onto Zoria, but he will take the tag instead, and now the hookah control is almost lost, as the players of Insurgent is going to be falling back, and the spike itself is going to be sitting inside of mid, so it will most likely be an B execution. Oh my god, Zodiac with the wallbang onto Hookah. He will pick off Vectron, and now Rosa will have to fall back as well, and he will spot out Solar in the process, but he is gonna be tagged out, and he was running away to Elbow, and he will be taken out by Devs, and there is a marvelous flash coming down from Shugo, but he will not find success, as Solar has cut off the rotation, and it's gonna be a 4v2 situation. Looks like we are on the comeback from Regal Esports, as they are on the brink of winning the first attack full buy round here, and they're also against their own opponent's full buy as well. 2v4, Spectre is gonna be isolating the player inside of A, but he will not find success, as Zolo Crazy is gonna be picking off. It's gonna be a 3v2 situation, still winnable by Insurgent, but I think Insurgent will have to pick up the pace in order to make it happen, and I think they will not go for that execution. Instead, they will be going for the saves here, because the players of Insurgent is just holding on to A, aside cutting off some rotation to take some exit tracks probably. And if that is the case, must admit that RG Esports is really doing a marvelous work, pushing it further and further. They are not done yet. They might be sitting on their opponent's match point, but they will make sure that they are recognized, and they are giving team Insurgent Esports a run for their money.
Well, Insurgent Esports sitting on the match point right now, they can afford to lose a few rounds as they really know that if it's just one round left for them and if they can take it, it's over for them. But the attacking team, Regal Esports, they know they have no chances left, no backtracking right now. They just have to push in, take the sides, and take the following rounds, or else it's over for them. And right now we can see the defending team having to play a few sheriffs because they are not in a good position with their economy. Zolo Crazy with the gravitational pull was not fortunate enough to take the kill. Zodiac and Solar take down two players already, down to a 3v5 situation.
there.
Shuvho with a clean headshot with the sheriff onto Solar. The Aldron spotting out Rosa, making him push back into the CT area. Seems like the attacking team will be pushing the A side, pinching the defenders back into safe positions. Let's see how they decide to execute that round. Oh, that was so close that
dart.
that Sova shock dart. Oh, another close one. It just did not connect by a slim margin. The plant is going down with the attacking team. And now it's a post-plant situations with them being the attackers. RG Falcon takes down Shuvo. A 1v4 situation now. A very difficult one for Xcuracy as it's a post-plant situation. The players are surrounding him, taking positions. He can hear Zodiac, who will be playing aggressively, and he will be punished for that. He was giving the sound information, and seems like another info given by Spectre, who was taken out, and Devs was fortunate enough to get the kill onto Xcuracy. Seems like they lost a few players, but it was okay for them. Now down to a 6-12 the scoreboard.
Well, 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 we are going to be having a timeout here, ladies and gentlemen. What an execution coming down from the side of RZ. They are still keeping themselves alive on their opponent's matchment. 6 rounds are going to be taken by them. But aside that, there is one thing I want to mention from the side of... What happened? Okay, from the side of Insurgent, because they are not able to keep their economy alive in any means necessary. They're really struggling with that, and if they are gonna be keeping to struggle with that, this is really not gonna be going well for them. Yes, they have saved a couple of guns and they have been ecoing for the previous few rounds, but how long are you gonna be able to do that? Because yes, you still need one more round, which is literally on the brink of victory, but if you exaggerate that, RG is gonna be making sure that they take every single advantage out of that, and they're really doing just that. We do see this timer coming down. We did see Zolo Crazy popping some chats in the party chat. Well, it's just the adrenaline rush that they are really struggling to take the victory, but still we are going to be seeing the timeout coming down and we will be back in action. But this is still a buy round, ladies and gentlemen, so I think the players have been planning out how they really want to play it. I did see Zolo Crazy saying it to play aggro, so I believe they will be playing it aggro. But do note, I mentioned that he said it in the party chat, so the players of RG are going to be more than concerned about that. Over aggressive plays can be fatal for their sides as well. Let's see if they can find success or not. We do see the bears coming up and we will be heading excuse me right there. We're going to be heading into the full buy round being bought by both sides. So let's see if the timeout is going to be favoring them, if they have really gotten their heads under the same page of a book. The players of Insurgent are really not playing it that aggressively though, but Spectre is gonna be getting Spectre is gonna find the initial kill onto Rose on the shower side. Falcon is gonna be trying to be the smoke criminal here, hiding inside of the Omen smoke. Well, it is his own teammate smoke. Actually, it's the enemy smoke, so he can find denial of the spike, and he's also gonna destroy the tripwire, which is gonna be giving the confirmation that the spike is going down by Vetron. He's gonna go for the wrong pre-fire. He thought it is gonna be on the left side, but it is just an adrenaline rush. He heard the sound of the spike, but he just did not track it. Spectre is gonna be picking off his second kill, and now it's gonna be all up to Zolo and Xcuracy. Zolo is gonna be finding one, but can he find more? Xcuracy is gonna fall. It's all up to Zoro in a 1v4 situation. He's gonna find the second. Can he find more with 4 HP? He does find the kill with the 4 HP, and he's gonna be checking the angle onto U-Haul, but that was too many angles for him to handle, and he will fall. That is gonna be putting Team RG with one more round, 7-12. Comeback is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Insurgent Esports is really struggling to take it home and to take the victory. Somehow it kind of feels lackluster from their side. I think they just might need to play a bit more unpredictable, because I do see them taking angles which they are not supposed to, but still they're taking it and they're not finding any aggressive rewards for that.
Well, even though Insurgent Esports are sitting on the throne of the match point, they are not able to take any more rounds. Oh, that was a initial showstopper going down by Rosa, but it was unfortunate because he connects no one. Seems like they are playing more frantically and they are playing desperately to get some kills and get the final round, but it is not working out for them. Two players already down and the third player out.
dear.
It's just two of them left, a 2v5 situation. Zolo Crazy and Spectre with the fight outside A short and is taken down. It's just left for Rosa, but seems like he was not fortunate enough to get any kills. RG on a roll, on a comeback roll, one after another. Let's see how Insurgent Esports reacts to this situation.
Insurgent Esports has been echoing for a very long time. Well, they have been going for the full buys as well, but the full buys are not going as they were planned. And if they cannot make the full buy rounds as they are supposed to be, it's really gonna be fatal. We have been seeing the matchup on a situation of 10 to 12. No wait, it was actually 2 to 10, and now we're sitting on 8 to 12, and now this is really winnable for the side of RG, and they can potentially throw the side of Insurgent Esports from this tournament entirely. And if they do that, that is gonna be one of the biggest comebacks in this whole tournament. And I must admit, RG Esports are really gonna be happy to take that honor, and they're really trying their best to take that as well. Rosa is gonna be sitting on top of the A wall, and he is gonna evade the 100 free, as it almost would have caught off his foot, but still he will evade that. And Zodiac is gonna find the cover through the smoke. Vectron, however, is gonna be able to take the initial frags. After so long, we'll be seeing some kills coming out from the side, initial kills coming out from the side of Insurgent. So that is really looking really promising. But I really wonder how RG Esports are gonna be reacting to that, because definitely they will not be going for very bold plays. We do see a lot of players gathering up on the side of East, so if they want, they can take a rotation and they can execute A. But still, A will be having two players. Actually, yeah, A will be having one player, but they're not going to be putting a lot of, concentration on that. Instead, they will be going for a B execution. The spike will be making its way to the objective, and it will go down, and we'll be seeing the lockdown and the seekers being popped out. So it is going to be somewhat of a back foot for the side of RG if they cannot hold on to that. But looks like they will not find too much success here, because the players of Insurgent Esports are making sure that everything is in their favor. One of the players is going to get detained as well. It's all to Spectre. It's him versus the world, and he will find one kill, but not the remainders. What a matchup! But in the end, we will be seeing Team RG Esports not able to take the victory, and Insurgent Esports is gonna take the honor, and they will take the crown as they move on to the upper brackets of the tournament. What a game, what an execution. We thought it would be a one-sided match, but still, in the end, we will be seeing Team Insurgent Esports breaking up, and they will finish the game with a scoreline of 13 to 8.
Moving on to the scoreboards, as we can see, Regal Esports Spectre has been trying his best to push in and take his kills with the average combat score of 295. And then followed by Zolo Crazy, Rosa, Zodiac, Shuvho, Devs, Xcuracy, Solar, Vectron, and then finally Falcon. Well played, everyone. They all seem to have a good kill feed, and this was an exciting match. Nonetheless, one team has to come out on top, and it was Insurgent Esports, despite of the fact how well Regal Esports try at the end game.
Well, it definitely was a breathtaking match, to say the least. We really expected RG Esports to go for a comeback, and yes, the scores and the average, especially the average combat scores, has been very dominant for the side of RG as well. But still, finally, we did see the players of Insurgent Esports gathering up, and they took the victory. For the side of RG, they had a very huge back foot when the game started, especially after halftime. But as they took 8 rounds, or let's say 6 rounds in a row, I will give some kudos to them. But unfortunately, this just was not their day. But still, this is not over for them. They have pushed a very good team to 8 rounds, and they gave Insurgent Esports a run for their money. So they are really gonna be happy about that. But still, we must admit, both of the teams had their flaws and their strengths. Speaking of flaws, we really expect both of these teams to come back to these VODs, and they will learn from their mistakes. That being said, we'll be having one more match, ladies and gentlemen, between 7R Esports and LNS Gas Station? Gas Station, yes. we'll be having a matchup between those two teams. Let's see how that matchup is gonna be. For that time being, we'll be taking a break. We'll be right back after a short while. Stay tuned and grab some popcorns.
Sports fans, do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada. It's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments. Short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range. How's it going, esports fans? Do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada. It's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments. Short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range. How's it going, esports fans? Do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada. It's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments. Short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range. How's it going, esports fans? Do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada. It's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments. Short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range. How's it going, esports fans? Do you want to watch some tournaments? Would you like to compete? Maybe win some matches and make a little money on the side, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it all seems so complicated. What tournaments are there? Where is it happening? Where do I sign up? What do I bring? Requirements, rules, fees, yada yada yada. It's all so confusing. If only there was a way to make it all simple. And all you need to do to sign up is just press a button. Sounds oddly specific, doesn't it? Because it's range.gg, the easiest way to set off your esports career. Take part in exciting new tournaments. Short or long, big or small, choose your own battles and fight your own wars. Flaunt your gaming skills for all to see. Assemble a team and get ready to compete. Not to mention, take your in-game prowess to the next level by consulting veterans of the esports world. So why wait? Signing up has never been easier. Compete, flaunt, and grow at range.gg. See you at the range.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be back after the break, and we are gonna be bringing you the matchup between 7R Esports and LNS, or Lycan Esports gas station, I believe, as far as I'm concerned. And as you can already see on your screen, the match is gonna be on the map of Icebox. This is gonna be getting cold, but I'm pretty sure the matchup is gonna be making sure the map gets heated up. I'm your host Chris, and joining me is gonna be Notorious once again. So Notorious, how do you feel LNS and 7R facing off against each other?
I mean, more importantly, it's on Icebox. I have not seen any matches being played on Icebox yet. Let's see how these teams are gonna play this out. Will they be pushing into A constantly like the Pro League players, or will they be pushing in from different sites that this huge map has? Let's see what they have up for us.
Well, speaking of ice boxes, this is a very gigantic map, and some people tend to hate that. And you know, having a good ice box can put your team on a pretty good situation, because many teams are not good with ice box. And if you have a good ice box, you can manipulate the map bans, and you can force your opponent to ban ice box instead of you banning that, which is actually a strategy in the scene of esports. Because yes, you do not just queue in a game and you just get a map randomly. Instead, you actually ban the maps you don't want to play in a best of one series, and then the map is decided. The map which is not banned out is gonna be seeing the play. And if you are having a good icebox, usually the players on your opponent is gonna be going for an icebox ban instantly, because yes, they are really not confident when it comes to taking a fight on Icebox. That is number one. And secondly, they know that you're strong on that map. So having a map of Icebox is really important, even though, trust me, even I hate this map, but still the players are opting to go for this map. So I'm really looking forward to the action the players are going to be being on top of the board. We do see the agent selections popping out from both sides. We will be seeing all of the players of LNS locking onto their specific agents. We do see the Viper coming out, which is really self-explanatory, because you can cut off many angles with that Viper screen so that you have the cover as a defender. But as an attacker, you can also make sure that the defenders are really not having a leverage above you. And there is also the Sage pickup coming in, which is going to allow you to plant as an attacker. Well, we do see LNS on the attacking side, so let's see how the matchup will be. We do see Fozley also going for his own counterpart of a Sage. Well, really doesn't surprise me, really doesn't, you know, bamboozle me. The matchup of Icebox is going to be initiating right now.
Well, both teams have a pretty much similar agent selection. Both teams having that Sage, that Jet, and that Viper. Their differences being the attacking team, LNS, Gaslight, having that Race pick and that Sova, sorry, not Sova, sorry, my bad. That is a Sova pick, while the other team seems to be going for the Initiator to be Sky. Let's see how these teams play and take on the rounds. The attacking team is already taking position outside of A. Seems like they would be pushing in onto A side, while the defending team are stacking out outside mid and A side and having just one player outside B. Seems like we will also be having another player from the attacking team, or maybe that was just a fake Viper wall that would be going on to B. Let's see, with the round starting off, 7R Deadly already being aggressive, taking on that good position onto Nest and down on top and just pushing in aggressively, meets one player and gets tagged just a bit and comes back into safety. Let's see how the attacking team is pushing, and seems like they are being quite aggressive, though not pushed in yet. Deadly takes down Rogue. Jeddiff, I can say. Some fights are taking place inside the A site, though site control has not been taken yet. Zarshi takes down Fallacy down to a 4v4 situation. View and the others are already leaving site. Defending team already has information about that. They can predict that they will not be coming into this side. Zarshi is still playing on behind. Seems like they will not know about his position. Takes some good damage and does some good damage, but he will not be lucky enough to take any kills and is taken out. The defending team
30 seconds
having
left.
a 4v3 advantage right now. The attackers have to push in with 25 seconds down on the clock. Seems like Sova will be playing up at Nest, and the plant is going down for the attacking team. Velcro taking down Regal down to a Okay, that was too fast. All the players have been taken out as I speak, and the defuse is going down. Seems like that was a frenzied round. Things have been swinging left and right, and the defending team came up on top.
There is one huge thing I want to mention from the side of LNS, that is, in the map of Icebox, it's usually good to commit as an attacker. They have went for a rotation, number one, and then they came back to objective A. Well, you know, I did mention that, excuse me right there. I did mention that the map of Icebox is really enormous, and going for a rotation might not be a very wise choice because it takes around 21 seconds just to rotate, let alone going for the plant. They did went for an execution, but you know, B is really not an ideal objective to plan. Well, they did have the Sage, but I believe the Sage did not have the wall to cover up the planner, so that's why they had to come back. But still, going for that large rotation would have been a very questionable play, to say the least, but we have more questions to come in. Deadly's gonna pick up 2 kills, including the spike here. I really wonder why the Sage pushed early with the spike, and that is gonna be a flawless round to add up to the side of 7R. How did that happen? Why did that happen? We have a lot of questions to be answered by LNS. We do understand that it was an eco round, but still, why did that happen? Because usually when you are on an eco, you just rush in, you go for the spike plan, and you try to get as much as, you know, economy boost you potentially can, but none of them happened, none of them occurred, and we're gonna be seeing all of the players of LNS picked off one by one, putting 7R and allowing them to take a flawless round. 2-0 in favor of 7R.
Well, 7R being the defending team and with the economy position they did, the economy advantage, they did not give any position to the attacking team. They just rushed in and took the round. They were the attackers on that round instead of being the defenders. Now, this time seems like we will be seeing a B execution, and the fast one, mind you, but that was a bad positioning call from Faisal, who was taken out. The spike goes down from the attacking team. Seems like a 4v3 situation. Policy is right beside the player, spots him out with the hour drone and will be able to take him out. Now down to a 1v3 situation. Velcro in a tough position, spotting out the players, having some info gathered. Let's see what he does with the puck being placed and has to go for the defuse now. He does not have much time left. A very difficult situation to play, and he will not be able to secure the round as Rogue takes the kill onto Velcro.
Nice execution coming out from the side of LNS. Finally, they understood that going for an A execution is gonna be hard and it's gonna be challenging, to say the least. And I really understand why, because in the objective of A, in the map of Icebox, there's so many angles to cover as an attacker. It really gets challenging, and it can give you a pain to cover so many angles. Because last time when we saw that Deadly got 3 kills from the top nest, it's really self-explanatory that he had the potential information that where the attackers can push in, and as he had the reliable information and LNS did not as an attacker, that is just a pointing out situation that how unreliable this objective can be. But still, this is the map we're seeing, and on the objective B, you have to cover the angles to make sure the plan goes down. But this time around, we do see the players of 7R covering the objective with Viper walls, and they will stacking up. Well, they're going to be stacking up on A, so that the gunfights are going to be happening here. And speaking of gunfights, we do see Fallacy falling, followed up by Deadly's refrag onto Rogue. Spike will make its way to the objective, and now there is going to be 1 kill coming out. Reaper's going to fall, and the blind is going to be coming. The guiding light will make sure a lot of pain is going to be applicable on the side of LNS, and it's going to be a 1v4 situation for Zarshi. He's going to pick up 1, but hey, he's going to pick up 2, and he will have to find 2 more. But can he make it happen? He does pop out the grenade, and yes, he finds the 3rd, but not the 4th. Yuri is going to be getting the kill as there's the walls on the way. He did not have the clear angle on Yuri, and eventually Yuri is going to have a lot of time to go for the defuse. Nice execution, must admit, from the side of LNS, but this is Icebox, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be seeing 7R taking 1 more round. 3-1 in favor of 7R.
Zarshi, mind you, I can't still recover from that. That was so close, but he was just not lucky enough to get the final kill, and they did not get that round this time around. Now we can see the attacking team not having a good economy have to go for some light buys with some sheriffs and one sheriff, some ghosts and specters, while the defending team also not having that good of an economy have to play some
Budget.
half budget friendly. Oh, Deadly takes down one kill so cleanly with his blades, and the showstopper goes out, does some damage, not a kill. But the fights are still taking place around mid. Velcro takes down Zarshi down to some very low HP. Has to fall back onto Kitchen. Defending team now, they still have 5 players left while the attacking team have 2. Let's see how the round takes place with this people man advantage. Seems like the attacking team will be pushing onto B side with one player, the Jet player, lurking outside A, trying to find an opening, and then the rest of the players can push in with the call. But seems like they are pretty much deep into side, and it would be difficult for them to come back right now. Seems like the defending team has not read the fact
30
that the
seconds left.
spikers and the players with the spike are outside. I mean, inside B, and oh my god, Deadly, he did his Rogue did his job, and the
Spike
plant
planted.
goes down. All of the players are hunting him, and they do hunt him down. It's a 5v2 situation now. Let's see if they can win this out. Even though they do not have the gun advantage, it is a post-plant situation now. Let's see what goes on. The defending team now already back into side. Let's see if they are able to take it. Unfortunately, it's now down to a 1v5 situation, and his location being revealed by Sova. Deadly was able to take him down quite easily. I mean, LNS did try this round
But
some
do they have time?
good brain games, but unfortunately they could not take it. It was close. The time was very, very close to their hands, but they were not able to take it.
That's a really unfortunate round from the side of LNS, but I will give them the credit that it was an eco from them and they were able to go for the plan. They played with the minds of 7R and they found absolute success with that, because yes, they faked A so precisely and it was so promising that every single soul from the side of 7R were holding on to A, but the spike has gone down on B. But there is one small mistake the Viper made from the side of LNS, because he could have waited for the sound of the spike defusal to go for the snake bite, but he did not wait, and thus the time just did not burn out eventually. They had only 1 second to burn in order to take that round, but eventually, as the attackers had the time, the defenders had the time, they went for the defuse, but still, it is still gonna be doable. To the side of LNS, we do see a lot of aggression once again being brought here. We do see the Viper's split as well, but they will have to be a bit more cautious, because flashing out of Viper out of the Viper Spear is definitely a challenging task to say the least. We do see Velcro going for the healing here. Well, we do have 2 healers here. We will be missing Jet, because Jet is the real healer of the game. That is hashtag, well, that is hashtag Jet revive me, but still, we don't see the Jet going for the revives anymore because she is toxic. But back in the game, we do see one of the players falling from the defensive side, and the players of the attacking side, or let's say LNS, is going to be making their way to the objective, and they will go for the plan successfully. It's a 4v5 situation. The players of 7R doesn't seem to behave too much about it, because they're trying to rendezvous so fast. I mean, those too slow. They just might be able to burn their own time here, because the time is not favoring them anymore. Velcro is gonna find one. He's gonna find the second thanks to the guiding light, and now he's gonna be taken out by Rogue, as there was a long angle which was not covered by him. But Follocky is gonna make sure that his teammate is not gonna be going unpunished. The death of his teammate is not gonna be going unpunished. Deadly is gonna get a kill onto Ryu. It's also Devor now. Devor does have the shock dart to work with. He can use the shock dart, but he's just gonna be moving up. He finds one, but not the second. And the spike has been defused halfway. That is gonna allow the players of 7R to go for the full defuse here. Nice try 1 second from the side of LNS, but their post-plan situation is really not their strongest, to say the least. And that is gonna be putting 7R on the side, on a scoreline of 5-1.
LNS, I must say they are trying and they're trying hard, but seems like they are just not lucky enough to take the rounds. They just have one round, while the defending team 7R have 5 rounds to their favor. But let's see how this round goes around, because we can see Deadly picking up that operator, and this map, mind you, is huge, so that operator is a good gun to buy despite the fact that it's expensive. But let's see how she decides to pick that up and take the kills, being the jet here. Seems like the defending team are pushing, the attacking team are pushing onto B side now, trying to execute, having the defenders push out of sight, giving some hard time, using the utility, pushing them out. The Viper's pit is going off, and so does Sky's ultimate. Despite has not been taken down yet.
Oh my
Dude,
god!
that was a cheeky kill. Rogue takes down 2, Zarshi takes down another. Down to a 2v3 situation. The fights are intense. It's just
dear.
Deadly left now, down to a 1v1.
You will not kill
Sage
my
with the
Resurrection.
revive onto Zarshi. A 2v3 situation with an operator. This is going to be difficult.
Oh my god!
He takes down 1 kill. He knows the position. Can he take down the second and
30
win
seconds left.
the round for 7R? Let's see how the round goes out. No, he misses the shot, and Dogpull will not let him take the second shot and kills him before he can move around. 5-2 the scoreline.
That was so close for the side of 7R. Yes, Elena's had a very well execution, but it was almost brought to a 1v1 with a resurrection being used, but still it was another 1v1. If Deadly managed to pull that off, that would have been undoubtedly a highlight of the whole tournament. But unfortunately, that highlight will have to wait. I'm pretty sure Deadly is really not going to be happy to miss that clutch, but still, he is going to be making sure that he is a deadly person. He is living up to his IGN, and he is putting so much pressure. He is having 11 kills on his name, and he is doing so much for his team, and he's going to keep doing that, and he will get the initial kill on the Dogpo. But Zarshi is going to be making sure that the kill of his own fallen comrade is not going to be going unpunished. Velcro is going to get a kill onto Zarshi as well. So the reflex are going to be coming in favor of 7R very, very precisely. Not to mention, the players of 7R, LNS are really low on HP. Ryu is going to find a kill onto Yuri, as he did over-exaggerate with that P. But there is the kills coming back once again from the side of 7R. Velcro with that Sheriff is really, really being an unit to be recognized with. But now, Ryu is going to make sure that Velcro is not going to be able to do anything more in this time round. This is going to be a 2v2 situation, and now we do see the Hunter Speed popping out, and it might just get the kill into Fosley, but no, Fosley is going to be running all the way around, and he will evade that Hunter Speed precisely. And now he's going to try to get a kill onto Ryu, but Ryu is going to find a kill on him. Policy is going to be on a 1v2 situation. He can make this happen, but definitely a Marshall is not the best gun you might want to use in a clutch situation. He's trying to wallbang that, but he's not being accurate with that Radiant box, but still he is gonna see the plan going down. So 1v2 still doable, but Ryu is gonna be having the Vandal in his hand, and it is a close quarter situation, and that is how we will be seeing Ryu picking up a 4k right there. We'll be seeing a 5-3 situation still in favor of 7R, but looks like LNS has understood how 7R is gonna be playing this matchup, and now they are getting their own rounds for themselves so that they can get an equalization to take the lead in their favor.
Well, last round being an eco round for them, it was difficult playing the Marshals and the Sheriffs, but they did do some good damage as they were able to take down quite a lot of players, with taking them down to just 2 players for the attacking team. Let's see how this round goes around as the defending team takes a hold of the operator once again by Deadly, and seems like he will be meeting a player very, very soon, and does seem to spot the shoulder and takes down Deadpool already. Seems like some little damage has been done to Raze, but no gunfights yet on other areas. Might be a mid push coming from some of the players of the attacking team. Deadly on the other side seems to be taking more kills with the operator, taking down Rogue. The blind goes out by Velcro, blinding 2 of the players, but was not able to find them. Takes down 1. The other player will not be found due to the smoke. Seems like Deadly flies in and will be able to take down another kill with the operator. And as I speak, Poisley already takes down the last player, and that goes another round for 7R.
7R is really outperforming when it comes to gunfight against LNS. LNS is really trying their best to keep themselves alive here, but still that is not happening because of the gunplay here. Especially Deadly being such a deadly person with that operator. He is having 15 kills on his name, and he is really giving LNS a very hard time holding the unusual angle. I'm not saying, I mean, not necessarily the unusual, but as they are, he is aggressive and, let's say, unpredictable angles. He is just picking out the players of LNS when their pants are down, and that is LNS having that is going to be putting LNS on a very hard time. But let's see if they find success or not. 7R is also going to be relying on their information. LNS is going to be going for a fast execution and a very stacked up execution onto A, as all of the souls of LNS is going to be on the side of A. But Fallacy is still there, and he might be a problem to say the least. Fallacy is gonna be destroying the wall because, you know, when you place the Sage wall, it starts with somewhat of a low HP, and they gain the HP after some time. Fawzley is gonna be picking up some kills here, followed up by Fawzley here, and Fawzley is gonna pick up his third, and now it's gonna be a 1v4 situation for Rogue with a Marshall. He does pick up one kill, but not the remainder. That is gonna be a problematic situation, as the players of 7R will be allowed to go for the defuse here, and 7-3 is still doable, but still the gap between LNS and 7R just keeps increasing, and that is really not going to be good for LNS in the long run.
Well, Gas Station did not have the economy last round, so it was difficult for them to contest the site and take it in, especially against a team like 7R and a player like Deadly, who is being deadly, as you already said. This time seems like the attacking team, LNS, would be playing for the B execution as they stack up outside, planning to push in, and Deadly already taking position with the operator. If he finds a player, he is pretty surely going to take one player, but already gets spotted by the Sova's Owl Drone and smokes it off. Let's see what the other players are trying to do. Seems like the players have been pushed out of sight by Deadly and his operator. I mean, this is some info that is towards them. They know they can't win the gunfights with him, so they have to push out of sight, and that's what they do. They are now rushing in to A site aggressively, but the Sky Alt will be putting some pressure on them, and there goes the Hunter's Fury doing some damage. Yuri taking one kill onto Doc Pull, doing some damage to Rogue. 5v3 situation favoring the defender, now a 4v3. Let's see how the round goes down. It's just two players left for the attacking team now, and all 5 players, thanks to the revive. Oh, seems like a 4v2 once again. And just 30 seconds left down on the clock. The attackers have to push in. What are they planning to do? The defending team seems to be playing the mid area 2 players now. Seems like they would be cut off if they try to rotate, but that's not their plan right now. They are just playing inside, and Fallacy takes them down and takes another round lead. 5 rounds advantage for them, 7R.
There is a huge mistake LNS is making for a very long time. That is, they are putting the spike carrier in front. See guys, when you are playing a game where you have to plant a spike or a bomb or anything, usually you cover the person who is being the carrier, because he is the HVT of the tournament, the high value target to say the least. Because obviously if a person gets the control, as a defender, if you get the control of the spike, you are not going to be moving. You're going to be abandoning the objective in general, and you will just focus on the spike. And that is something which is happening from the side of LNS, but this time around we do see the last round from the half coming down, and the players of 7R literally swimming in money. They will be going for operator buys here. Well, 2 operators to say the least. One of them is going to be coming in handy from Deadly. Not surprised right there, but 7R are going to be cutting off every single possible rotations for the attackers so that they can go for the plant. But looks like the attackers are going to be committing B instead, and they will not be going for an A. But do note, 8-3 is going to be allowing you to 2 possibilities. One is a 8-4 scoreline or a 9-3 split. If it is an 8-4 split, it is gonna be somewhat of a commendable split because you can bring a comeback there, but 9-3 it is somewhat of fatal because one more round in your opponent's favor, this is gonna be match point, or actually it's gonna be double digits for them because it is, I mean, it's gonna be a very huge gap to say the least. Well, I did miss some words right there, excuse me right there. So Rogue, however, is going to be making sure that he is going to be having an upper hand. Devo is going to find 1 kill under Velcron, and now this objective can be doable as they will make sure the spike goes down. It's going to be a post-plant situation, 3v2 situation to say the least. And now 7R will have to make sure that they get the frag because flushing out the Viper from the Viper's pit is going to be very, very challenging. Yuri, however, is outside the Viper's pit. That is a very questionable play once again. Why would you live your own Viper's pit? Usually that does not happen, and LNS, despite of having low HP, they will make sure that they have the upper hand and they will take the round in their favor. 8-4 is gonna be the split. What an execution in the end. And I must admit, LNS is gonna be having a chance of their own to take this match for themselves.
Well, last round I can still recover from that. I mean, when the attacking team's Viper pit went down, I thought it was game over for the defending team, but then they surprised me by taking down that Viper, and I was like, what is going on? And seems like the attacking team was finally able to secure that round. But now with the sides flipped, let's see if LNS has better chances of playing this map as on the attacking side they were not having a good time. Anyways, let's see how 7R performs on the attacking side because they have been playing aggressive from the very start despite of being the defenders. Seems like Rogue already being aggressive here and taking down Fallacy. Yuri takes 7R. Oh my god, what is going on? Players are just dropping one after another and now down to a 4v1 situation. It's just Ryu left from LNS who will be pushing into side with no info on where the players are, and Ryu was taken out by Yuri who takes 3 kills this round.
Well, it was a pistol round and it was a flawless round, and 7R is gonna take every single advantage out of that, and this is really not gonna be putting LNS on their own advantages at all because their economy is really kaput to say the least. And in this situation, it's really gonna be hard for them to take any kind of aggressive plays. They will have to be somewhat of an unpredictable players here in order to take their own chances here, as they are going for the eco here, which is commendable, but they will have to make sure that after this eco they will have their upper hands here. They will be able to take the buy runs for themselves, because if this eco is a flawless, this is gonna be a huge problem for themselves, because once it is an eco, there's a high possibility to get a flawless round on the face. But on an eco, you try your best to get as much as economical boost you can potentially get. And I believe they will try to get there, but so far, it's not happening. Velcro is gonna get the initial kill onto Rogue, and now LNS is trying to burn as much as time as they potentially can to deny the spike. But the spike is gonna be delivered and it will be planted, and now it's a 5v4 situation. 7R is gonna be keeping to get the kills here. Regal, however, is gonna be slapping back with his own kills here, and now he will have to find more. It is a 4v3 situation, still doable for LNS, but they will have to take the long range gunfight. Ryu is gonna be trying to get a gun here, but he will find a Sheriff. Well, Sheriff is a commendable gun, but you need the aim to use that, and I believe he does have that. Deadly is gonna be able to get one more kill with that Spectre, and now Zarshi is gonna take a lot of damage from the detainment, and now it's all up to the remaining 2 players of LNS. Now it's all up to Zarshi. He is gonna be fish in a barrel, as he is gonna be stuck on the corner, as 7R is gonna be hunting him down without showing any mercy. 10-4 is gonna be the scoreline, and we have hit double this, ladies and gentlemen. LNS is gonna be on their back foot if they cannot win this full buy round.
7R finally cracking the double digits. Well, this time around, let's see if the defending team LNS can do better, because most of them do have the gun advantage, as on 7R sides, Deadly and Fallacy will not be picking the better guns this round and just opting to go for the Spectres from their previous rounds. Let's see how they take this round. LNS Lycan eSports gas station. Seems like another B push, although the spike has been dropped outside, which is a good decision for them. because they have not committed into side. They're just still looking for openings and deciding where to push in. And in my opinion, that's how you should attack smartly, and especially on this map. If you are unlike the other team, they just pushed in and rotated, which was a very difficult thing to do because in this huge map, it's difficult to rotate. And seems like this is not the mistake 7R would be doing, and they are looking for openings and now pushing onto A site. Yuri takes down Devour, and he was playing that position for a long time. Now down to 2 players on the side of LNS, Ryu and Dogpull left on their side. They have to push in, or else it will be a very difficult position for them to grasp a hold of this match. It's just Ryu left, who was able to find 1 player and take him down. He will be pushing back onto A site from the flank area, but let's see if he is able to do any damage to them, because it's just him left. Seems like he was able to take down Deadly. Not much time left on the clock. It's just him left against 3 players. The attackers are pushing in. They will be hunting him down, and Faisal will be able to take him out quite easily. And now 11-4 favoring 7R.
The players of 7R are definitely on a bounty to hunt down every single player of LNS, because yes, once the plan went down, they just did not try to defend the spike, but instead they tried to make sure that they had no survivors, opposing survivors for the upcoming round, and they will be pushing to the 11th round on the game. And do note, ladies and gentlemen, I did mention that if LNS cannot take their buy round, this is gonna be fatal for them, and now it is gonna be very fatal for them, to say the least. They are going for a force buy here with a couple of SMGs, a Bulldog and a Judge. This is gonna be very hard to say the least, but let's see if they can find success or not. LNS is gonna be hunted down by the Seekers. Dogpool is gonna be hunted down here as well, but Yuri is gonna get the initial kill on the Ryo, followed up by Velcro onto Dogpool, as I mentioned. Oh my god, as we switch to the players of LNS, we're just seeing one by one dying, and we're gonna be adding up some more casualties on the board, but it is gonna be on the side of 7R finally by Zarshi. But now Zarshi, he did fall, but Yuri is gonna be making sure that Devour is gonna be punished for that, and now it's all up to Zarshi here. Well, he did try to survive, but he will not survive for long. Match point for 7R, 12-4 is the scoreline, and as I mentioned previously, this match has gone to a point of no return. Let's see if LNS can bring it back. They are still having a very broken economy, to say the least, but only a miracle can pull them out of this alive.
With this severe economic disadvantage and now sitting on match point, it is going to be next to impossible for LNS to take any more rounds. But let's see, miracles do happen, and it might happen right now. But anyways, let's see if that is what 7R will allow us to see or not, because they have been taking down fights aggressively. And as I speak, Deadly takes down Rogue, but unfortunately Ryu takes him down. He was not on the role that I thought he would be on. Onto a 4v4 situation. Now to a 3v4, Velcro taking down Devour. It seems like they will be rotating back onto the other side through mid with no contestations happening. That is weird, because I thought some players would be definitely holding down rotations, but that is not what's happened. And the Viper Pit is going off from the attacker side. Policy takes some damage and is taken down, but Velcro takes him down from the back. Of 2v3 situation, still favoring the attackers. Now to a 2v2. That miracle might just happen, but still the Viper's Pit being on position. Now a 3v2 with the Sage revive coming off. A fight is taking place between 2 players right at the edge of the Viper Pit, and Yuri takes down Dogpo. A 1v3 situation. Now the attackers, as I speak, seems like did not let that miracle happen and take the win and take the victory.
Well, it was a marvelous execution from the side of 7R. LNS did try to keep themselves alive, but it just did not work out as it was planned. Really unfortunate that in the end Ryu was the last man standing, and he had the world against him. With a Spectre, so much he can do. LNS, I must admit that they had a very hard time to take their buy rounds. Yes, that is there, but aside that, they did not have an upper hand when it comes to maintaining their economy. 7R didn't have too much of an issue when it comes to maintaining their economy, but yes, they had one eco round, but still they were able to hold on to that. They just went for their direct execution, the objective they need to control. But LNS, I just couldn't see that. But still, this is a round of 32, ladies and gentlemen. So we might just see some skill cap plays coming down. That is really not surprising. Well, I understand from the side of LNS, they have come so far, but eventually it was a very heartbreaking defeat for them. But 7R, they have been somewhat of a bit more, experienced team compared to LNS's lineup. We do see some veterans, if I may say, from the side of LNS, but 7R is somewhat of a stronger team when it comes to direct composition and comparison, and that's why we'll be seeing 7R taking a somewhat of a dominant victory against LNS. 13-4 is our scoreline, as you can see on your kind screens, and you can also see the scoreboard speaks for itself. That Deadly is absolutely deadly with a KD of 2.2, 20 kills and 8 kills on his name. This guy being an absolute jet main, and with that operator, I must admit, he got 7 initial kills, or first bloods, if I may say. 7R will be moving on to the upcoming brackets of the tournament. Unfortunately for LNS, this is gonna be it for them for this season of VBC PL. But this is not gonna be the end, and this is not gonna be the last season we'll be hosting from VBC PL and from range. So we really expect both of these teams to come back to the VODs and to learn from their mistakes. And LNS, we really expect them to come back stronger in the future tournaments. That being said, this tournament is hosted by this tournament is powered by Range.gg, and the community partner is VBC, or Valorant Bangladesh Valorant Bangladesh community. And without the support of our lovely sponsors, Blisstyle Electronics and Ravenclaws Eshop, it wouldn't be possible. So thanks a lot to our sponsors, and do show them some love. They really sell quality products. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna be it for the day, and congratulations once again to 7R. We'll be catching up with you on the upcoming days with some more esports content, so do subscribe. And yes, by the way, kill that subscribe button. That shit does not have any rights to live. Do smash that button, and we'll be right back in the future days. Stay tuned, take care, good night.